if you contributed $25 a week, that's it, which is $100 a month, which is $1,200 a year. If you did that until you were 52, you would have a return of $107,000 just from doing nothing, just from putting money in and leaving it alone. You would profit $107,000. And that's just $25 a week. So if you haven't started, I highly recommend it. So today I just want to talk about the stock market and investing, and how if you're considering it or have heard nothing about it, I highly recommend you invest right away. Why right away? Because there's something called compound interest. To explain this as short and as quick as I possibly can, how compound interest works. Alright, sorry, I had to get the glasses on and change shirts. It's actually the next day. So basically compound interest, it's actually like pretty simple to explain. It's a sum of money. It's interest on top of interest. You put in money, it gains interest, you're going to gain interest on top of that interest. So it just stacks up. So while we're on the topic of interest, I want to talk about something called a Roth IRA. Basically what this is a retirement account for you, so that you can withdraw whatever you contribute to it by the time you retire. Keep in mind, if you do decide to withdraw anything from this account that you've contributed before you retire, you will be penalized, and you won't be able to receive your full profits and everything that you have contributed to the account. So I highly recommend, if you start this, which you really should, if you start this, basically just think of anything that you contribute to it as like it's not yours anymore. Yeah, it technically is, but just to make it safe and make sure that you don't pull anything out of it, just consider it gone. Put it in, forget about it, so that come retirement, you have a pretty large stack of money you can pull out of it and just kind of chill with. So one app I highly recommend checking out in order to get started on a Roth IRA is something called Acorns. You may have heard of it. There's ads all over the place for it. So basically, you go in, it lets you choose between a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. Make sure you hit Roth IRA. I will explain what a traditional IRA is in a later on video, but definitely go for a Roth IRA, because basically, to explain it quick, is when you go to withdraw the profits and anything you've made from it when you retire, you don't got to pay taxes on any of that money. A traditional IRA, you have to, when you go to pull it out, you have to pay taxes on it, and you don't get your full amount. So definitely go for a Roth IRA. And with Acorns, when you open it up, you don't have to contribute a minimum amount. You contribute as much as you want, as little as you want, but I highly recommend starting at least at 5%. Save 5% of your income, and that will make a huge difference, like especially if you're not saving anything right now. But I highly recommend going to 10% as soon as you can. Just work your way up in 5% increments. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20% is solid. 30 to 40% is great. If you're at that point and you're saving 30 to 40% of your income, you're gonna be set pretty well by the time you retire. So that's my little spiel on what compound interest is, and what a Roth IRA is, and why you should care, and why you really should start contributing and open up a Roth IRA as soon as you can. So hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video.